Hi team, Dave Scott here with Pete Leckenby, who leads our talent development team. And today we wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about your role at DISH as a leader and why your leadership is going to be critical for us to achieve the goals we have set as an organization. For over 40 years, we've had a track record of tremendous leadership, from our co-founders establishing a vision and paving the path for our company, to leaders that achieved what we thought was to be impossible from the launch of our first satellite. This has carried us forward being on the forefront of digital TV, the first live linear over-the-top TV with Sling, and now launching the nation's first smart 5G network. Our ability to establish a vision, align the team behind that vision, and achieve our goals is a testament to the power of great leadership. As the company has grown, we have become much more complex. We have evolved from a singular focus on satellite TV to a multinational corporation that has a house of brands. And while we work hard to keep our focus streamlined, this complexity puts a ton of pressure on the organization to do what is most important: execute. Execution on our strategy is critical, and it is what will ensure our success now and into the future. Quite frankly, we require more out of our leaders today than we have ever before. And your ability to evolve and improve your leadership capabilities will have a direct impact on your own opportunity here at DISH. Now you may be asking why leadership matters so much in this new environment. And let's talk a little bit about that. Great leaders own and foster the vision, mission, and values. They drive culture. Great leaders have high-performing teams who are more engaged. Great leaders will determine the level of execution, customer service, innovation, and profits. And great leaders can bring out the best abilities in their team members and motivate them to work together in achieving a shared goal. At DISH, we have a picture of what great leadership looks like. It's our manager commitments. These are our commitments as leaders to DISH, our team members, and each other. It starts with being an ambassador of the DISH way, making sure that you believe in our way of working. Model that in all that you do and expect the same from your teams and your peers. We lead our teams well through creating an inclusive team environment, collaborating effectively throughout DISH, and providing excellent communication. We build great teams and team members through coaching and developing your team members, hiring the best team, and committing to continuous development. And we deliver exceptional results through owning the mission and the message, setting clear strategies and goals, and delivering on those exceptional results. Now, Pete is going to talk about one of the key ways we are helping to grow great leaders at DISH. The talent management team manages our lead programs, and we have an exciting leadership development structure to share.
Thanks, Dave. With challenging goals always in front of us and a clear imperative that leadership will determine our success, we know that we need to focus on developing great leaders at every level of the company. The talent management team works hard to design and deliver best-in-class leadership development training. We are excited to show you our lead pathways, learning journeys tailored to the needs at each level of leadership in the organization. Our pathways are built around core program offerings that include both in-person and virtual workshops. Additional learning opportunities, both required training and elective courses, will supplement the core programs in each pathway. Before we dive into the pathways, let's take a minute to review our development philosophy at DISH. We believe team members own their own development, and their manager's role is to provide feedback, support, and guidance. We follow a 70-20-10 development model, which is built on experience, exposure, and education. Experience is 70% of your development. Your core job, including the assignments you receive and feedback from others, is a big part of your development. Things like one-on-ones and team meetings, interviewing and hiring, and setting goals for your team. Exposure is 20%. This includes special assignments, volunteering for committees, learning about the work of others, or working on a cross-functional project. And lastly is education, which is about 10% of total development. This is where our lead pathways come in, as well as other internal training courses, online courses, and self-study. Let's take a look at those pathways now. First, we'll look at our emerging leaders. These are individual contributors who have the desire and ability to move into leadership positions. We want them to explore leadership development and build their skills, focusing on leading themselves well. Participants will develop emotional intelligence and a leadership mindset, learn about their communication style, how to navigate conflict, set goals, and begin to know what the life of a manager looks like. For our first level leaders, those who manage individual contributors, we have the Foundations Learning Path. Building anything requires a great foundation. This pathway has 3 programs in it. 2 of them have been in the organization since 2020. Foundations 1 is a self-paced program that covers the basics for all managers regarding our manager policies and processes. This course is assigned to all newly promoted managers and those new to DISH, and should be completed within the first 90 days. This course was formerly known as HR Elevate. For our frontline organizations who participate in the LIFT program, Foundations 1 is already part of your journey. Foundations 2 is a deep dive into leading in our culture. We cover the DISH way, onboarding, and building high standards and accountability in your team. Managers should complete this in their first year in the role. This program, formerly known as Foundations, would be completed during the mastery phase of the LIFT program. And if you've already completed HR Elevate and our current lead Foundations, you're through Foundations 1 and 2. Next is Foundations 3. After a year in the role, and once you've completed Foundations 1 and 2, it's time to go deeper and focus on the application of all you've learned. In Foundations 3, you'll learn how to adapt your DISC style to better connect and communicate with your team, lead with emotional intelligence, practice coaching skills to build a coaching culture, deliver challenging messages, and hold difficult conversations. In addition, you will walk away with your own personalized leadership philosophy to share with your team. Now, for those who manage managers, we have a learning path to help them ascend in their leadership journey. Ascend 1 is where we focus on developing strategic leadership. Being a manager of managers requires a new set of skills. Moving from the tactical to the strategic requires exceptional communication skills, the ability to own the message, drive accountability, and develop through delegation. Participants will work with other mid-level leaders from across the organization to practice, share, and brainstorm ways to build the best team. You will have the opportunity to evaluate your strengths and skills in alignment with our manager commitments. Ascend 2 is really taking our manager commitments to the next level. This is where we dive deeper into the specific behaviors required by our manager commitments, especially for those managing managers for the first time. Ascend 3 is senior leader-led workshops focused on topics around strategic execution, leading through change, and developing leaders for the future. Successful leaders will be sharing successes and failures along the way, how they think about real business challenges that they're facing, and those that they've overcome. And then Climb. This is our flagship lead program, preparing participants to lead DISH into its best days. This program elevates senior leaders' ability to lead, think strategically, and collaborate cross-functionally to grow their own and their team members' leadership skills. Climb is for those who are ready to step into executive level roles or have recently been promoted into those roles. This program is available through nomination by a senior leader and successful application. Our final pathway is Summit. For our senior-most leaders, we know they want development as well, and we also know time is at a premium. For leaders at this level, we have more specific development based on their roles and unique needs. Executive coaching is one of the most effective means of leadership development, and we have both internal and external coaching resources to support our senior leaders. Information on each of our pathways is available on the Managing at DISH page and the Training and Careers page on the Hop. Check it out and find out how you can grow your leadership skills today.
Thanks, Pete. I appreciate you going through that in a level of detail. Team, as you can see, we have a lot of development available for growing great leaders at DISH. Now, maybe you've heard the quote that everything rises and falls on leadership. We have big goals, and to win, we need great leaders. I encourage you to check out all that is available to you, share it with your team, and jumpstart your leadership development journey today.